Okay, so this is AK's number 15, but Miss Image, I had deleted the other video on accident. So I already have my work here from the video that I just made, but I deleted it. So I'm gonna just explain this one of how I just did this one, and then I'm gonna do another one. Question number 2. Let me write this one down right now. We can do x to the power 2 plus 5x minus 6 over x power 2 minus 36. Okay, so these are basically the same thing, both AKS 15, but this one is multiplying and dividing expression. This one's adding. Or no, I think this one also is multiplying. Okay, so this, we have to simplify this. We factored it. The A, the C go up top, B go to bottom. Had to find something that multiplies these two numbers to get 18 and subtract them and get the bottom number. So negative 6, negative 3, you both multiply them to get 18. Both negative cancel out. Two negatives equal positive. And then negative minus a negative equals a negative. Negative 9. This is where you get your x minus negative 6, x minus 6, x minus 3. And then this turns into 4 parentheses x minus 3. And then these cancel out because they're the same, x minus 3 and x minus 3. And you'll be left with this x minus 6 over 4. So we'll go right here. And then since this is the answer, you will turn this into a positive and move it over here to x is equal to or not 3. So this is your full answer from this all the way to this. Okay, so now we're going to work this one out. So now, let's see the same thing from the top. We're going to factor it. A and the C. A and the C, negative 6. Negative 6, and then this is 5. So we need to find something that gives negative 6 and then 5. So what would that be? That'd be negative 1 and 6. Negative 1 times 6. Negative times a positive equals negative. 6 minus negative 1 equals 5. Okay, so then it's going to be x minus 1, x plus 6 over. I'm not gonna write this down here because we're gonna basically factor this. But since there's no number with an x, that's the b. So then the b would just be 0 in this case. So when we factor, it'll be negative 36, 0. And then our two numbers will be 6 and negative 6, because 36, I mean 6 times 6, my bad, I didn't have the camera angle down here. 6 times 6 equals 36, but since one of them is negative, it'll be negative, and negative 6 minus positive 6 will just be 0. We'll show you that right here. Negative 6 minus 6, negative 6 plus 6. Okay, here we go. 0. So then that'll be our answer. So we'll move this down here, and then x plus 6. So then now you see like how we did up here. Those two were, I added that positive, my bad. These two are the same. They canceled out. So what do you see here that's the same? Okay, the x plus 6. So x plus 6. So then x minus 1 over x minus 6. This will be our final answer, which is x minus 1 over x minus 6 is x equal to or not 6. So we got that. This is our final answer, coming from where we had to factor both of these expressions. The C's, the B, come down here, find two numbers. Okay, these go over here. This is where our x minuses came from, and our x plus 6, x minus 1 did the same thing, but since there was no b, we just put in a 0, plugged it in. X minus 6x plus 6. Cancel those out. Left with this half, and then this is our answer.